So the dark value is going to be always on the opposite side of the arrow.
Mm-hmm. Mostly. See over here, there's some dark. Okay, so I started with structure from step 1 and step 2, and I added it down here. The black trunk and branches, I added that.
Yep.
And then from step 3, I added with the middle value. And then step 4, those are the areas that are more in shade or shadow, and that's this color here. And then to make the side that's in sun brighter, I go with a green that has lots of yellow in it. And then, although it's primarily on the side that's in sun, I will add it into other areas as well. And then indigo, which is to add some contrast. And I usually place this in areas where there is more shade on the tree. And I'm constantly defining the groups of branches and leaves as I add colors. And then a little bit of black. I'm very cautious in how I use black. It's quite powerful. So this further enhances the contrast between the branches that, or the leaves and branches that have more sun, and more the areas that have more shadow.
There is a beautiful tree.
Well, there's 3 of them here.
Yes.
Actually, if this is a forest, then I'm going to add more than just this, but it'll go quickly. Okay, and then a little bit of yellow. And we're going to add this to the area in sun, brighten it up a little bit more. But then I'm going to add it over here and here, so it looks like the sun is going through the branches and hitting other branches in other areas. There. And then I'll go back and really be specific about the branches. And you notice, just like in step 2, I created branches, but they're kind of dashed. They're very sporadic. It's not solid lines going straight up. And the branches are going to show. I mean, not all of them, but you will have some branches showing. And then even down here, you can add more branches. And you can make them light. They'll stroke both light and dark. Dark makes the branches appear more forward. And then the lighter branches, the lighter lines that you create for branches, appears as if they are further back, more at a distance. And when you create strokes for branches, you don't necessarily have to connect them, because you're creating the illusion of a lot going on. And then, if I'm going to create a forest, more than 3 trees, what I'll do is I can use gray, I can use the black very lightly, and create other trunks behind. They're, I guess in the drawing they're alongside, but because they're lighter, they appear as if they're behind. You can use indigo also, maybe that's what I'll do. And then these branches, they kind of get lost behind these other trees, so you don't really see too much. You might see them a little bit up in here. Let's do a few with the indigo. See how that looks. Maybe I'll put it on the black. There. And then you need to show some foliage, and I just grabbed a gray here. But
warm gray?
Warm gray 70%, and it's just because it happened to be close to me. I grabbed a warm gray, and maybe it should be a cool gray, but this was closest to my hand. So I'm doing some scribbles along the ground, because the forest, usually there are, I don't know, fern or other low-growing plants, and so that kind of adds to the story a little bit. And then I would actually take some yellow and pull it down in through here, and then